runs its first offensive play. Osweiler off the play fake, has time in the pocket, throws, he's got a man wide open. That's Emmanuel Sanders out to the 49-yard line. And they needed that after the disaster on the first series. 31 yards here and a first down in Patriot territory.
Great route right here. You've got Sanders going in, out, and you see Butler turn around thinking he was going to have a pick six there. And one final move up the field by Emmanuel Sanders.
It's been a stagnant offense. 3rd down and 5 as Osweiler swings it to the outside, and that is caught by Sanders, and Emmanuel takes it to the 29-yard line. Going to work on Butler again. First down.
Yeah, it's beginning to look like we're going to see Butler on Sanders all night long, and I think in part because on the other side of the field, they want to cover Stephon Gilmore on Demaryius Thomas. So we're going to see some matchups tonight. And there are some injured players within that interior 7 for the Patriots. And so they're a little limited on what they can do on defense tonight.
It's Sanders setting up in the slot to the left side. Osweiler flips it out to Demaryius Thomas. So he had both of his receivers lined up initially in the backfield.
Line of scrimmage.
Play fake, and then it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas cutting over the middle, couldn't hold on. 4th down.
Well, both linebackers were up, and then they dropped Landon Roberts right underneath this route. But this was an opportunity, basically by formation. Matt Patricia talked the
Janovich in there as well. Rolling out. Looking downfield, and the pass is not caught in bounds. Incomplete. Sanders, the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Well, they're trying to get this football to Demaryius Thomas, but Stephon Gilmore back from concussion and ankle injuries, and step for step right across the field with the best receiver of the Broncos. This was their strategy. Gilmore a little bigger, a little stronger, and so far doing the job in his return to the lineup.
From the 35, Osweiler moving away, keeping his eyes downfield, and then has to sling it out of bounds. But a flag is thrown.
Prior to the pass, holding number 44, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I think he meant 24. There's no 44. Stephon Gilmore. Dime defense in for the Patriots, and Osweiler's going to go deep downfield and 2 deep. Demaryius Thomas was well covered on the play. 4th down.
Stephon Gilmore looks really sharp. You'll remember in the early part of the season, he really struggled, blew a lot of coverages. The defense just looked terrible, and it wasn't Gilmore getting beat physically. It was like they just couldn't figure out what they were doing on the back end. People running wide open all over the field. It's like he settled down.
3rd and 1. Do they keep it on the ground here? Nope, going to the air. And Osweiler under pressure throws, and adjusting and making the catch is Emmanuel Sanders for a big first down. And Emmanuel Sanders having some half as he catches his 4th ball of the night and 104 receiving yards for him.
That was amazing. At no point was Emmanuel Sanders open on this route. At no point. And he just somehow made a play jumping back in front of Malcolm Butler, and Butler has to be thinking, what do I have to do to get this guy covered? But if Sanders can start playing on the one-on-one routes that way, they can force the Patriots out of this defense.
So Butler against Sanders, it's a marquee matchup. 9 times head-to-head, 4 targets, 3 completions, and 66 of his now 105 receiving yards against Butler.
You know, Demaryius Thomas, the team that he's played the best against, averaged 92 yards a game in 9 games, including the playoffs, the New England Patriots. And yet he has been unable to get started tonight because Stephon Gilmore has been so good.
3. Osweiler on a roll, throws to the sideline, and that is taken in by Sanders against Butler again.
That's amazing. Malcolm Butler has been right on Sanders pretty much all night, and he just misses the swat at the ball here. And he just missed it. And Sanders is just on a hot streak. He's on a heater right now.
Osweiler's thrown for 126 yards, 114 of them to that guy.
But more and more now on those third and
to go in the half. And Osweiler going to the end zone and incomplete, intended that time for Sanders. Butler with the coverage on the play, 3rd and 7.
What the Denver Broncos really need is another receiver that can make plays on the inside.
They're pretty good on both sides of the ball. It's all been about special teams. Osweiler throws, and you've got contact and incomplete. Malcolm Butler and Sanders have been matched up all game long.
Where they are firing their inside linebackers and making these a little bit tougher now to try and get those throws off. Malcolm Butler, who was really in pretty good shape all season, and you saw the big hit there by who's going to sit.
3rd and 10, low snap. Osweiler comes away with it, steps up in the pocket, gets hit as he throws, and it's going to be caught at the 40-yard line. Of all things, and taking it to the 42 on a 3rd down and 10 for a 1st down is Thomas, but he is shaken up.
Trey Flowers is going to come around here and get the arm. The ball flutters straight up in the air, and that was Demaryius Thomas. Never broke stride. If you're going to get something going in the second half.
Bunch of Omahas in there on a 3rd down and 5. Osweiler throws wide open, making the catch. Sanders for a 1st down, and it'll be 1st down and goal. What a night for Sanders. 6 catches, 137 yards, 23 right there.
Pass rusher, and then here we go. Sanders once again against Butler. Oh my goodness, what a nice move. There were about 4 jukes in that move. He looks sharp tonight.
From the 7-yard line. Osweiler, good protection, fires, and it's caught. Thomas, touchdown Denver. But a flag is now down in the end zone on the other side, on the near sideline, and it looks like it's going to go against Denver because the Patriots start to clap.
Prior to the pass, holding number 21. Defense, penalties decline.
No question, he's looking off to his left, trying to get the ball back to Sanders, and why not? But look at the protection up front, absolutely perfect, which allows Osweiler to come backside.
You had that big pass that was almost deflected and then wound up a 3rd and 10. They're going to take a look now because it's a scoring play. Did he have control as he takes it to the ground?
Reaching behind you and now having to maintain complete control. You can see that right hand comes off.
Play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. A completed catch, touchdown.
So Demaryius Thomas, who did not have a touchdown all season until he got one in Philadelphia last week in a losing cause, in garbage time really, picks up one here, his 2nd of the season. 2nd down and 10 from the 44, and thrown into traffic and incomplete. Thomas that time covered on the play by Gilmore. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
The exact same catch that Emmanuel Sanders made earlier in this game. That time Thomas unable to come up with it. If the Patriots are going to win another Super Bowl, in my opinion now, it's going to be because of the strength of their back end. Incorporated a lot of what you've seen out there tonight.
3rd and 3, and Thomas makes the catch. Gets wrestled down after he picks up the 1st down. Gilmore making the tackle.
Yeah, what did he tell John Elway? He said, then he turned around and paid Stephon Gilmore, a guy that was in his division in Buffalo, that kind of money. It's like, there's no way he could have lived up to the expectations I had at that point. I was like, wow. And he got off to the slow start, so.
You know, there's nothing they don't do right in Foxborough.
Yep, it's been a battle all night between those two, and at the end of it, Malcolm Butler stood up and gave Sanders a big hug.
Love is in bloom on Sunday Night Football.